How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Got a little bit of a late start this evening. Hell, this entire stream is starting a little later than it ever has in the past, but thanks for being here anyway. Hopefully, everything's good with the audio, so if there's any problems with that, let me know. I'll try and balance all that out here right away so that we're not dealing with a whole bunch of weirdness from that. All right. Anyways, welcome. It looks like oh, looks like my game feed went dead. Well, I don't know what's going on there. All right, come on. Wake up. Technical difficulties right away. Whoever could have guessed. Hang on, let me toggle it back to the other window and see if it'll pick it up if I just recycle the window. And maybe no. Oh, what the hell? Come on. It was working earlier. Oh, come on. Well, anyways, 2.8 is here, guys. I'm definitely going to be launching into all things 2.8 tonight. So if you guys got any questions about anything going on with 2.8, let me know. Feel free to throw them at me. I haven't gotten into any of it yet because this is literally the first moments that I've had any time to sit down to do anything with it yet this evening. Working late into the evenings this week, which also does mean that tomorrow my stream will be in the morning. So I'm pretty much at the end of this stream gonna go to bed, sleep, wake up, and have another stream. So, lots of stream stuff this week. That's how it's gonna be this week. Gotcha. Gray says, how do I get to the islands? I don't know. I haven't been there yet. Technical difficulties as always. Are we not surprised at this point? First of all, Ether, thank you. Second of all, no, not really. I'm not surprised at all. None of you should be either. This is just life for me. All right, let's go and see if it's back now. Let's see. Everything working? Yeah, there we go. All right, so first thing to discuss. Yeah, went ahead and sniped that new super sweet Diluc skin because it's pretty badass. Did I just seriously crash the Come on! I just crashed the desktop as soon as the game started. Cool. So that's fun. Anyways, let's see what's going on in the chat for a moment. Are you sure technical difficulties aren't surprising? No, yeah, they're definitely not surprising. Andy, the fear of doors. Hey, how's it going? Forgot to English skills as great as ever. What? Oh, you forget about the event because I don't play Genshin as much, so I was only able to get. Well, you're talking about the robots from the Jiggy bots. Yeah, I did manage to get all 4 of mine in the last one. I can actually shoot over there and show you guys. It's Knowing Pushing, subscribed with Prime. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's yeah, that's 5 months for you. I don't even stream that much on Twitch anymore, so like you continuing to support me on Twitch because I've just not 7 get down. I actually only saw that because I was watching my monitor. Yeah, so I need to stream more. And I'm going to endeavor to do more streaming so I can get back to the community a bit more, but I'm trying to figure out how best to balance that with semi-regular content updates. So I kind of want to see if I can, you know, meet in the middle somewhere. I'll figure it out. One of these days I'll figure it out. You know, especially what with me also doing, you know, other content. So what the holy freaking hell is going on here? I just crashed the desktop again. What the hell? Guys, I am I'm losing my brain right now. This is really weird. I'm going to shut down any extra programs in the background here really quick and make sure that nothing weird is going on there. I don't have I don't have any of that stuff running, so I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Let's go back to this one here again. God, what is with this? I mean, it could be a location-based thing where just like standing in this location is like popping my computer for some reason, but I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Cat alert. Of course, Beans, you see the cat alert. You keep seeing people say that you can access the islands right now. I mean, yeah, I haven't tried yet, so I'm gonna have to see. So it's not out yet. 19 Beans, I love your profile pic. Yeah, the cat. Technical difficulties. Like, seriously, what is going on with the technical difficulties tonight? I don't get it. This is crazy. Like, I get into the game, it crashes. I get into the game, it crashes. I get into, like, this is like seriously unprecedented, like high-end irritation. Like, let me, like, all right, let me just teleport out of here really quick. Let me just get away. I'm gonna go to Inazuma. I crashed before I could teleport to Inazuma? What the hell is going on? I don't even have that many, I don't really have that many things running right now. This is, all right, so, what? Okay, we're gonna go back here again. I am going to see if I can, let's see. God. Oh, I mean, the patch seemed like it should have worked just fine. Has anybody else had any problems with crashing the desktop like that? Well, the other thing that's weird is like I had the game running for a little while, no problem before I started the stream. So it seems like it might be like a problem with the stream, which is super weird and should not be doing that. Everybody logging in is making servers crash. Seems unlikely. I've never had a problem live streaming Genshin before, though. Like, Genshin's always been pretty rock solid when running at the same time as everything else. I'm not even going to switch the camera this time. I'm going to just see what happens. It looks so good on Diluc as soon as the game finishes updating snag. Yeah, I grabbed it immediately. It's freaking awesome. Plot twist. It actually has its own lore write-up as well, which is one of the first things I wanted to review, and that's what I was actually trying to segue into as soon as the stream started, and then, you know, pain. Just pain. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. Diluc, don't... Like, let's just teleport somewhere that's not here first. I'm gonna teleport away, see what happens there. All right, I haven't crashed yet. And I'm going to also move this to a different window here. Hang on. Trying to get all of my stream-related windows away from where they were. Okay, I got one left here. Not that one. Wait, what? Oh, God. Okay, there we go. All right. So I haven't crashed yet. So we're going to see if going back to the main window now will trigger the... it's working, but it's not working. What? Okay, no. Okay, here it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. Frame rate looking steady. New subscriber, Andy. Fear of doors. Thank you. I appreciate it. As always, continued support is... like super meaningful to me. Like I don't say that like meaninglessly, because it means a lot. It actually does. All right, so I think things are stable. Maybe it was the location, or maybe I just needed to get all other stream related windows off of the main one. I that's how I usually have it done anyways, and I still had some stuff lagging over here on this side, so I don't know if maybe that's what the issue was. But yeah, so the Diluc skin, I think this is easily the coolest skin that they've made for any character in the whole game so far. His new little animation that they added to it is pretty awesome. I actually really do need to translate what that says at some point. I need to get around to doing that. But yeah, it's freaking awesome. This skin is unreal. Definitely the coolest one that they've put in, like, for all the characters so far. This is amazing. You know, one of the first things I said to my wife about it when I saw this skin within like the first day, because, you know, as some of you may know, we're also crafters, cosplayers. Like we spend a lot of time doing costume stuff, and I kind of had one of those moments. So yeah, this one might be going on the list because it's pretty badass. Yeah, we'll see. I definitely like it. Let's go over to the details really quick so we can check out the lore for this. The description just read, one of the outfits Diluc wears during covert actions. It resembles a flame dancing in the shadows. The crimson red traces it leaves behind at the edges of the enemy's vision will scar their nightmares forever. Ah, that's a little dark. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the lore description for it. I don't know if you guys actually have access to it unless you actually do buy the skin, so I wanted to go ahead and review this just in the event that you don't. Plus, I want to go ahead and read this as well because I haven't either. It's snowing pushing. I literally screamed when they showed it. I mean, I get that. It's really, really cool. Okay, as the eldest son of the Ragnvindr clan, and the youngest cavalry captain in the history of the Knights of Favonius, much was already expected of Diluc, who grew up surrounded by plaudits and applause. Even the carefree knights of Boreas, Varka, praised him, calling him the pride of the knights. This was a matter of great comfort to his father, Krapus, who hoped that Diluc would be more successful than him. Not only would he bring dawn to Monstadt as a member of the Ragnvindr clan, but he would also become an excellent knight of Favonius, standing at the apex of the crowd, inheriting and passing its noble traditions down. This expectation would bleed into their conversations, into training, and into every little detail of life, with the proud father even having a ceremonial uniform tailored for Diluc well in advance. Yet for Diluc, his father's praises and his life as a knight were extinguished forever on that gloomy rainy night in the ceremonial garment, thus lost its purpose. I do believe that this is a direct reference to the night where Diluc pretty much mercy killed his father after he was really badly injured from a kickback on his delusion. Many years later, The tragedy and uproar had finally stabilized. Returning home, Diluc began his journey of reckoning. This was not merely for his father's sake, but also on account of the convictions he had suffered much to gain. He would protect Monstadt in his own way. The ceremonial uniform of yesteryear was modified to serve as new cladding for battle. The fabric itself was familiar, yet had the feeling of long separation, and Diluc privately treasured it. That's my boy, looking upon the gem around the neck that reflected his red hair. He recalled his father saying that. On silent nights, the edge hidden under the velvet glove of the noble princeling will be unsheathed to counter any threat. And wherever the blade passed, wherever the claymore's arc flashed, raging flames would arise and burn the hidden nests of villainy to the ground. By the time the name of the Dark Knight hero had become well known to the people of Monstadt, the red so striking that it may sear the eyes had long become a thing of awe, and terror to monsters and crooks alike. The true dawn has yet to come. Contrary to his father's expectations, Diluc knew that he must instead be a forerunner. Interesting. So, this definitely seems like the idea of the costume is that this is his Dark Knight hero costume. Like, this is what he's wearing when he's, out doing Dark Knight hero things. Of course, that's probably somewhat, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, God. Where they go back and they insert something into canon. Because we've seen him doing Dark Knight heroes stuff early in the story where he killed that, Abyss Mage that had snuck into Monstadt. And he was just wearing his normal black outfit there. God dang it. I can't think of the word right now. Retcon, thank you. My wife yelling it across the room. She's got me covered. But yeah, no, this is actually a super badass costume. The extra, like I said, the extra emote's really cool. I'm gonna need to go back and translate the text that's on it. All of the details that are on it are really slick. Like, oh man, they definitely knocked this one out of the park. You're right. He did have a mask in the manga. As well, so that's a thing that they could show, or they could do with that as well. So I don't know, we'll see. I actually really need to level him up to 90 at some point. I need to go and like just kill Pyro Regisvine a few times. Actually, I got some resin. Let's just go do that right now. I am gonna take Diluc out of the party, however, to do that. So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna go roll for Heizou as well tonight. But first, let me go and do this really quick because I need to. I need to get some ER. I need to get some energy back for him really quick though. So I'll just go over here. All right, so let's see what's going on in the chat. Mine is still downloading. Diluc skin. Nice, that was supposed. Yeah. I don't. Did that not load up quickly? I feel like that was on there a while ago. I feel like it's worth the money in my opinion. I definitely think the skin is worth the money. It's a really cool one. I mean, it depends on like how serious you are as Genshin. When, with Genshin as a hobby, though, like, if Genshin is your if Genshin is your primary hobby, it's not a big deal. $20, whatever. Especially because it's cheaper now than it'll be later. But if it's something that you don't have, the extra cash for, probably shouldn't do it. So it's one of them things you kind of gotta evaluate it for you. Certainly never advocate for throwing money into things you can't afford. All right, come on. Just kind of going easy on these things because I'm trying not to piss away all my energy for the boss. All right, there we go. That was kind of a weirdly drawn out. Oh yeah, I need to get in my my battle pass update.
There was a glorious.
It's okay, Venti. I know that story. All right. I can go ahead and at least start it just to get the notification off the screen, and I'll update it later. All right, there we go. And let's go. Good luck for everyone who is pulling. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be pulling for it. Absolutely. It is still a cosmetic in the end, though. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. It's a cosmetic add-on. Like, so, it doesn't really add anything to battle. I'm gonna send the Pyro character other than the Traveler to Phase 1. Why am I not tracking that this was a thing? Send a Cryo character other than the Traveler Phase 1, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's interesting. Complete the Vaporize and Melt Elemental Trials in the Temple of the Lion. Complete Overloaded and Electrocharge in Temple of the Lion. Interesting. Why am I not... guess I wasn't tracking that the stuff was coming. Looks like chapter 2, I only have one thing left to do. Chapter 3, I got, looks like most of the things. Oh, it's giving me a bunch of 4-star artifacts. It looks like this is this will all be stuff that'll probably be really helpful for newer players. It's kind of weird. It looks like I have more things uncompleted in the lower levels. Like level 3 and level 4 were just already done. Level 2 and level 1, I still have to go back and do some things on, I guess. Whatever, not a big deal. All right, get some energy back on that. Yeah, it looks like we did. We got some new chapters there.
Quietly now. Ring cutter.
All right, let's go ahead and put this thing down real quick, huh? Bye. God, the thing died like instantly. The boss is not. Bye. That did not last very long at all. Good God. Get wrecked. Pyro Ridge is fine. I do think that was probably up there with some of the fastest kills that I've ever had on that. If not just outright the fastest. Hell yeah, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and unlock that. No, unlock. Gimme. Yes. And I'll go ahead and claim that extra key. We got hangouts. Definitely need to do that. Let's go ahead and confirm that too. I won't begin the hangout, but I do want to unlock it. Man, I've got a lot of hangouts to do, guys. I'm actually, I'm probably going to put up a poll within the next day or so for me to do one of the hangouts on stream. Maybe 2 of the hangouts this week, because I need to get caught up with those. I really do. And one of the things that, you know, doing these streams, you know, this week will really help me catch up on some of these overdue tasks that I've been putting off. Let's just go and snatch up some energy. I'll go back and kill that thing again, because I do want to try to quickly get my my Diluc to 90, just because I've been meaning to do that. But I also need to go and roll on Heizou really quick. So let's see how much suffering is going to be had with that, shall we? It looks like, yeah, I have, looks like maybe I have 30 rolls already on this, so I probably do need to be a little careful. Like, I'm not trying to score any constellations for Kazuha. I've never had any in the past. I've never needed them. I don't necessarily think that you really need any constellations for Kazuha. He has some good ones, but I don't really think that you need them. I just want to get a Heizou just so that I have them. So that's kind of the goal right now. Yeah, that is what the goal is. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll on the Klee banner, even though the add-on characters are the same, because if I'm gonna have a constellation, I'd rather get constellations for Kazuha as opposed to Klee, because I think I actually maybe might have a constellation for Klee. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I can't remember. I hardly ever use that character, so I can't really. No, I don't. One of these days I'm gonna rebuild Klee, but that hasn't. I've really not spent much time building any pyro characters in a long time. You know, Bennett and Xiangling have been my, you know, my go-to pyros for quite some time now, so I really haven't had a need for any of the other ones. But anyways, Heizou's the goal, so let's just try to get him really fast. So that'll put me at 40. And if I just get a Heizou right away, that'd be cool. Officials I don't need. Let's see what happens. You're going to try for Heizou once and save a bit more Yoimiya and the new Dendro characters you only want. Yeah, I definitely don't want to dive deep right now. Oh, cool. I did get him on the first go. Nice. I like it. Right there. I didn't have to really try. And that puts me at 40 in already, so when, you know, 3.0 gets here, I'm not gonna have to dig very deep. Like, I've got plenty sitting on hand. So yeah, no, that ended up working out nicely. I didn't have to go crazy. I don't have anything that I need to build him right now. It is something that I probably will try to mess around with.
I'm on the case.
In the near future, just because I feel like his character seems like it could be pretty cool. I mean, he's you know, a new Animo catalyst, and he's, you know, like a mobility, like a monk fighter, so that's pretty cool. At the same time, I kind of like the concept that they wove together for him. Okay, it charges. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'll be curious to kind of see how all of the mechanics for him work. So is it confirmed that the next patch is 3.0, or is there going to be 2.9? It looks like the next patch is going to be 3.0. That does appear to be the case. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll have to figure out like kind of how he works, but he looks really cool. I'm very interested in how the character works and all that. You can definitely see some subtle nods to like Tenryo commission stuff in his designs. I like that. He's got some like little subtle design things that kind of mimic some things that Sara has on him. Yeah, he's cool looking. I like what they did with his character. All right, let's go. PGM991. My luck was really good because I wasn't really going for constellations for him. So really, all I wanted was just one Heizou, and I got it right away. So yeah, I didn't really need to dig for that or anything. Well, I mean, I guess I don't even really need... It looks like I don't even need, what is it, Kazuha in that group, because he never got to do anything. I killed that Regisvine so fast that it didn't matter. So, I'll just go build some energy really quick, and, I'll go back over there. Only have 3,600 gem to go for, only C2. Oh, I am gonna go, I'll shoot over to my teapot and show you guys which of the bots that I ended up picking up.
Rain outlines your...
There you go. Been a little while since I've done a Diluc combo. See, it feels right. Diluc used to be a mainstay in my old Mona party, and now he's finally back on screen for the first time in like months, maybe like closer to a year at this point. Yeah. Rolling with TH. Give me luck. Heizou is home. Nice. I like it. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Yeah, let me shoot over to the teapot really quick. I'll show you guys what I did with my bots over here from the previous event, since I never discussed that and I hadn't really streamed throughout the entirety of 2.7. Well, I did right at the beginning, but that was it. Yeah, so I actually have done quite a lot to like enhance my Inazuma teapot actually. But yeah, I have these three here, and I have another one kind of chilling out in a random spot. But yeah, so I picked these three, and then I have one more, like I said, in another place. I'll go over there, but I haven't done anything over there. But yeah, I'll also show you guys what I did with this. I kind of made like a little village kind of deal over here. I'm quite pleased with it. I like how it came out. It's got kind of a nice cozy feel to it. So yeah, I spent a little time on it. I had a little free time. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me redesign part of my teapot over here because I wanted to. Sometimes you need to do some teapot shenanigans. So I did. Now my other bot is just sitting up here on this island that I've done nothing with yet. Really, the only thing that's up here is a few characters, that bot, and Kujo Sara with a lot of cats. Oh, and also, you know, the fighting dog. Fighting dog. But yeah, so I also got this one. Yeah, so that's the four of the little jiggy guys that I picked. Hey, cool. Look, we got spammers already. It really is old school streaming. Can we get somebody bomb those for me really quick? But yeah, so this part of the island has nothing going on, and I haven't really done anything with that. I did also, I started working on the inside of the house in this part of the teapot recently as well. Like this this area is a little, like, I've done a lot with it, but it's a little bit more sparse than I really wanted it to be. So I actually want to take a lot of the outskirt stuff and slide it inwards so that it feels a little bit more busy. But yeah, I'll show you what I did with the inside over here too. This is still a work in progress too, but it's coming along. All right, so yeah, I kind of like slid these couches together, kind of made like a pseudo sectional kind of thing. It looks cool. I'm happy with it. Just kind of like a little like office corner. Made like a little stage, you know, for like Yanfei, Jinyan kind of thing. Running into the wall over here. I got a secret room over here behind the bookshelves. It's basically just like an alchemical lab. Pretty happy with how that came out. And actually, this is actually one of the oldest rooms in this house because those of you who have watched my my Origins of the Raiden Shogun video might actually remember this location if you know any of the shots from that video, because I did actually do some of the shots in that video like 6 months ago in this space. So and it's the whole house has been pretty much unchanged and empty up until very recently, except for this room, which I dared not change. I wanted to leave this room alone. I put like a little kitchen thing here under the stairs. Seemed like a good place for it. Just kind of tuck it away, waste not. I have like a little like sectional, like almost like a hotel room kind of thing in here. Figured, you know, like Ganyu, she needs to sleep. She doesn't sleep, so I put her over here, just like chilling out near like nap space. Hey, more bots. Let me see if I can bomb them really quick, because they're getting kind of out of hand here. Let's see if I can get rid of those really quick. Not on any of the windows that I have up right now, it doesn't look like. Hang on. Wait. Okay, no, they've already been bombed. Good job, Beans. Appreciate it. Alright. Freaking bots, man. Ridiculous. Anyways, yeah, I got Mona just chilling out up here with some books. Mona with her original costume. None of this freaking tomfoolery with her stupid other one, but yeah. Don't stop doing that, MiHoYo or Hoyoverse. Stop it. Stop giving characters bad costumes. More of the Diluc stuff. More of the Diluc stuff. That was really good. Also, I really like the design for Fischl's costume, even though we don't have that yet. But I really like the design for it. I think it's really cool. While I'm here, let me go ahead and claim this stuff, and then I'll get back out and, you know, go, Oh, we got some new... What is this? Tranquil Starlight. A detailed step-by-step blueprint for making a Tranquil Starlight. All right. Sure, why not? Hey, nice! We can make all the Dodoko stuff from the island. That's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, that has given me a sudden surge of inspiration. I'll have to check into what we can do with some of that stuff later. Yeah, I might have to rework the beach edge over here for you know, for some Klee space for fun, I think. Create furnishing. I just want to see. Yet to be learned. Oh, I see. Learn. Okay. God. And then it just like dips into the bottom. What do I need? Okay, I have tons of all the stuff that I need to make. Oh, what is this? I don't remember ever having that before. When did that end up being a thing? I have a bunch of new furniture. I honestly was never really tracking that I unlocked, I guess. Huh. What do I think up with the red eye on her costume, TH? I think that they were trying to kind of draw the image of the Rita character from Honkai. I kind of think that's what they were going for with that. Yeah, because she's like suspiciously similar, right? If you guys have not checked it out, like she even has a costume that's kind of similar. So yeah, you might want to check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, let me go ahead and just set a couple of these things up for craft so that they'll do that. I'm not going to speed craft them or anything, but I just want them in the list. All right. Back over to trust rank here. Let me gather up some of that as well. Oh, hey, nice. Wait, realm bounty. Object formed from adeptal energy. If one were to give it to a friend, I may strengthen their friendship. Current storage capacity, 500. Accumulation rate, 5 per hour. Okay. I don't know if that was new or if that was something that was added a long time ago. Like, I honestly am not completely certain about that. All right, had to turn on the fan. It's kind of toasty in here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I haven't really messed with my my teapot that much up until recently, man. So I really only started coming back here and doing things with it on the regular like a week or two ago. So I've been so damn busy, you know, just outside a game, and then whenever I did do Genshin stuff, it was mostly just making videos and doing lore research. So like actually getting to sit down and actually play things, it's kind of gone to the wayside a lot of the times. All right, back to Lua. Let me make sure I got energy for taking care of the boss again. That girl likes games. Yes, I did get Heizou. I actually got him on my first 10 pull. I haven't built him. I don't know when I'm going to do that yet. I'll figure it out, but it hasn't happened yet. Oh, the J Chamber. Am I running towards the wrong side like every time I do this now? Like, what is... I used to know which side to jump off of for this, and now I don't do it enough. And now I feel like... Did I go to the wrong damn location? I did it. It's supposed to be over here. That's what the problem is. All right. Yes, this is the right spot. I remember where I am now. All right. Oh, actually, everybody does have their energy already, so I don't even need to do that. I can just come back over here and laugh at the Pyro Regisfine again. I don't even need to use Diluc for it. He can just kind of chill in the group, but yeah, you know, he's there. I guess I could, you know, like punch up with some Wolf's Gravestone extra damage or something if I really needed to, but I really don't with this boss because it dies so fast anyways. Hey, welcome. Megscum. I don't even know how to say that name, but that's the closest I'm going to get. Welcome. All right. Let's see how fast we get it this time.
Quietly now. Busted.
And burst time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be dead really fast again. Bye. Oh my god, that thing just dies instantly. That does not last long. Just Megs is okay. Noted. Physical bonus damage. Ugh. Oh god, how many of those do I need to make my Diluc level 90 finally? I'm not actually gonna make him level 90. I just want to actually ascend him to 90, just for clarification. I probably have a lot of the gems that I can convert for that, but I do want the boosted crit rate for him. I've got kind of a temporary build for him. I have been running, I've been running like the Pyro domain quite a bit lately, trying to get some artifacts for Diluc, but it's not going great. He's just got 2-2, 18-18 right now with Gladiator and Reminiscence, just because it was better than nothing. And I mean, the artifacts that he has aren't bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. This had a lot of crit rate with, you know, it didn't ever hit crit damage, but it had a good amount of crit rate. This one, it hit crit rate once, crit damage once. It has ER, but never touched it. It kept hitting EM, which is kind of annoying. This hit a lot of crit rate, which was really nice. So that'll be a tough one to replace. 9.7. I think it hit it twice, maybe 3 times. I think it's twice, but maybe 3 times. This hit it a lot of ER. Like, some of these artifacts will be relatively difficult to replace, but some of them not as hard to replace. Like this one, kind of crappy. Like, it's got crit damage and crit rate, but not that much. It went a lot of ER. And I think Diluc, what is the, I don't even remember off the top of my head what the rate is for his burst. Oh, only 40. Yeah, so you don't even need that much ER for him. I still need to continue leveling up his skills as well. I do think that having Yelan's burst and Xingqiu's burst up at the same time as you're using Diluc on screen could be really nasty, and that's something I actually did want to try and I haven't yet. So I'm really excited to see kind of how that's gonna work with this group. So we're gonna pretty much launch into that here just to build some energy and wait for the boss to come back up. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Event for the sword looks cool. Doesn't look like it's for Kazuha though. Matches him though. Yeah, I need to do that too. There's all sorts of things going on right now, right? So like, just going over to this is just for that. Yeah, this is the story for Kazuha, which I do need to do. Didn't really want to do it on stream because I didn't want to give a bunch of you know, spoilers for everybody though. Because I imagine almost nobody has done that yet. All right. Gonna weaken these guys a bit. Here, have this. While we're at it. This guy. This frickin' guy. You know what? Alright, well, kind of getting out of order with a few of these things. Okay, well, those guys are all dead. Oh, come on, dude. Really? Fine. You can just have Yelan shooting you then if you're just gonna do that garbage. Get out of here. Give me those.
Take it easy.
No, I still need to build some energy. I can get that up the hill a little bit. Master Red Diluc. Aw, yeah. At Teyvat Historia, your Benny will work with Diluc. The rare time Benny actually works. Yeah, no, that is also true. Bennett would also work with this. I'm still kind of trying to, like, you know, just, like, have fun with my Yelan group, though, because I like it so much. And
Rain outlines your
Race to the wicked.
oh, yes, that's a new voice line, isn't it? That was not a one of the original voice lines. I don't remember that at all. Or maybe I just don't use Diluc enough, but I don't think that was one of his original voice lines. Get out of here with that. And Pyro, or Cryo, or oh my god, Hydro. I can't say anything tonight, apparently. Words are hard, guys. Here, I'm doing this totally out of order, but whatever. Yeah, okay, well, that worked out well. Alright, I mean, Seichu gets his energy back so fast. Yeah, let me go over to his voice lines, because I feel like he's got new ones. Yeah, voiceover is new. Chat preparation. Yeah, there's, like, whole new voice lines. Let's see.
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
Okay.
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move. Every course of action has its risks. Be careful.
Yeah, nice. I hadn't really anticipated him having a whole bunch of new voice lines.
Exquisite. Unforgettable flavors. I can see the chef put their heart into this one. A fine dish.
Huh.
Thanks.
Of course, he's uncomfortable with it. Yeah, he's got a ton of new voice lines for the costume.
Flames, purge! Lay waste to the wicked!
Yeah, I knew that had to be new.
Dawn, break forth!
Nice. Speaking of characters that have new voice lines, some of you may or may not be aware that Childe has new voice lines. I have been meaning to actually sit down and listen to them. He has voice lines for all of the Fatui Harbingers, because, you know, of the really amazing trailer that came out yesterday. So let's go ahead and hit these really fast.
He was the first ever Fatui Harbinger, and today he's our leader. He only appears on important occasions. As for his accomplishments, to be honest, I don't really care. I owe my loyalty and devotion to the Tsaritsa, no one else.
See, this is another one of those things that, that is a clear division for Childe. He is not a faithful Harbinger. He is in it for the Tsaritsa's goals. So if the goals of the Tsaritsa and the Harbingers divide, which I suspect they will, that is the foreshadowing for Childe to not fall in line with the Harbingers. So this would be also, again, another one of those things kind of tracking the possibilities that the Tsaritsa might not be, you know, like an evil character. But we really don't know, right? I've got a lot of stuff to talk about with that on the video that I'm going to be working on for this week. So, yeah. All right, next up.
I've seen him in battle before, and oh, what a sight it was. Perhaps I'm ranked too low for him to notice me right now. Well, he may not recognize my strengths yet, but one day, I'll show him what I'm made of.
Interesting that Childe is remarking on this guy's strength such that he thinks that this guy doesn't even notice him. That's kind of impressive.
I heard that he took segments of himself at different ages, made prostheses out of them, and assigned different tasks to each one. I know, all my comrades are a little weird. Well, come to think of it, if I met my own prosthesis, we'd have to fight then and there to decide which one of us gets to survive.
Okay, so that demystifies the whole segments thing from the trailer, actually. So segments, I guess, would be his clones that he supposedly has at different ages. Yeah. So that's actually one thing that I am glad I went ahead and hit, because that's going to get added to the script for the video that I'm working on, so that's a big deal.
The Fatui Harbingers are ranked by strength, and I have no idea why that girl is number 3. I'd test my skills with every Harbinger who ranks above me if I had the chance. But when it comes to her, Something just doesn't feel right. Anyway, you should be careful around her.
That's very interesting. Yeah. Even Childe seems to have a bit of a like, yeah, probably don't mess with that one kind of vibe. That's really interesting.
Look, I've got nothing against people who have their own agendas. I myself joined the Fatui to get more experience in combat. But I don't like her at all. If she stood to benefit from betraying others, she'd turn against the Tsaritsa in a heartbeat. There isn't a sane bone in her body.
Interesting. Okay, so I definitely like how much we're getting like character establishment for the Harbingers from an insider. So this is better than just getting like, you know, like little details or even like actually seeing the characters on screen in a lot of ways, because as opposed to having to extrapolate or make decisions about that character for ourselves, we are getting a first-hand account of it from a character who has experience. So that's useful.
I don't know what his motivations could be, but he seems genuine about wanting to help me. He treats me just like family. Oh, and speaking of family, Tonya and Tusser are always telling me about the pastries and other gifts he brings them when they write. So while I've been away from Snezhnaya, he's kept his promise to take care of my family.
Huh, interesting.
She always seems engrossed in her research. I wonder if those machines have anything to do with her. Anyway, I've only met her a few times, but every time she looked like she wanted to murder me. I have no idea what I possibly could have done to annoy her, though.
Man, like the relationship between all of these characters is kind of messed up. It seems like basically all of the Harbingers are kind of unapproachable, except for Childe.
Oh, now that guy has a head full of grandiose plans fueled by raw ambition. I don't understand a word he says once he starts talking about his theories. But as long as he keeps our cash reserve stocked up, I'm not complaining.
Okay, so this is, yeah, the banker. A lot of people are definitely kind of going off about this character. He does look really cool. Suspiciously also like looks a lot like a dark-haired Baiju.
I never got along with her, you know that. I guess there's not much more worth saying about her at this point. When you're a Harbinger, you have to accept that death could come at any time. But don't worry about me. No matter what happens, I'll do whatever it takes to keep myself alive.
I definitely believe that Childe would do that.
After he took the Gnosis, we lost all contact with him. Now comes the task of trying to hunt it down and get it back. I actually don't mind it. It means I get to travel all over. Wonder if I'll run into you somewhere along the way.
Probably. Seeing as we already did. Oh, there's new gift ones for everybody, looks like.
Eating delicious food really has a way of taking
This is
all your
probably
cares
because I
away.
just got that thing over
Now, how should I repay
in the teapot.
Your cooking skills seem to have improved quite a lot. Does that mean you're getting stronger all the time too? I'll admit the taste surprises me a little. Okay, I'll try one more bite.
Sora asked, is Klee out? Yes, Klee is out. One of these days, Childe, one of these days. Alright, I need to get a little bit more energy for my Singchu so I can go back over there and get more items from the Pyro Regisvine. You better be, Childe, don't want you to die, and you have your family. Yeah, I don't think Childe's gonna die. I have some other, or at least not for a while. I wouldn't say he doesn't have any kind of flags, but I honestly, I'd be surprised if it would be him, but because there's definitely some characters that I've always suspected would be much more prone to dying than him. But I do think it's only a matter of time, guys. We're gonna see one go eventually. It's gonna happen, I promise. Okay, well, I used some of the energy for that one, so now I gotta go and get... Oh, God, Diluc, don't be climbing the walls, please. Maybe if I can get a couple of strikes off here. No, disappeared right as I got here. That's typical. Well, whatever. Didn't matter.
Gotcha.
I'll just do it again.
Busted.
Bye. Cool, alright, now I gotta full energy again. And let's go take out that Pyro Regisvine one more time. For all we know, what Childe is saying about Arlecchino is but a fraction or the opposite of who she really is. I mean, it's true. I mean, we can't necessarily always take Childe at his word, right? Like, he's not beyond telling us what he thinks we want to hear to get what he wants, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, the voice lines that we get are given to us as a means of this is the truth. Not necessarily potential misdirection, if that makes sense. All right.
Gotcha.
And again.
Quietly now. Rain outlines your fate.
And all right. Well, this boss is gonna be dead again in like seconds. Yeah. This boss does not last long to this group at all. Let's see. From her looks and stuff, the Knave is dope. She's definitely one of the cooler ones. I agree. Out of all, I mean, listen, they're all pretty cool. Now that we've seen them all, which is, I mean, come on, like nobody expected that to happen. Nobody thought we were gonna get like an advanced look at all the Harbingers all at once like that. I think that they knew what they were doing with that one. They're like, all right, we're gonna wait until things get real quiet with the game. Like 3.0 hasn't quite come out yet, and let's give them a full reveal on every member of the Harbingers. And holy crap, did that ever like blow up the internet for a day? And it's still rippling today, really. Okay, how many of those do I need? I think I need 3 more. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I gotta kill it at least once more, probably twice. We'll see. Just depends on how lucky or not lucky I am with regard to what happens there. I got another Ruin Guard and a Ruin Hunter over there. So what do we think, TH? Will we get another interlude Archon chapter or some other type of interlude chapter with the Harbingers? I would suspect that we're gonna get a direct, like a direct Archon chapter for the Harbingers whenever they have to play. I think they're going to be involved like big time in what's going on in Sumeru. So I think, you know, it's not necessarily going to be, I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit hard to fully like properly speculate on how that's gonna happen, but I think they're gonna be a big deal for Sumeru. I get the distinct feeling that we're going to be seeing first and foremost Il Dottore finally as like a leading antagonist there, which is huge. He was the one who was, you know, first and foremost like the Fatui antagonist in the manga, with you know, also like a side add-on of this other guy from Sumeru whose name I don't remember right now.
Flames purge.
Ah, Diluc. Been a while, bud.
Gotcha.
Alright, now I got all my energy back. Alright, well, I got Wolf's Gravestone for like a second. That's not gonna last long enough to do anything. Yeah, it's already gone. Or at least it's about to be. Is the new banner up? Yes, it is. Sit down, man.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Alright. Okay. So now I just pretty much need to wait for the boss to come back up. I'm noticing that Diluc has a lot of new sound effects for his attacks too, because they did not used to sound that way. They have a bit more bite to them. Like the sound is a little bit sharper. Let's see. No, I don't have enough. How much money do you bet that Scaramouche turns on the Fatui? Oh, absolutely he's going to turn on the Fatui. I mean, he basically already has. Like, I'd be more surprised if he didn't at this point. Yeah. He is definitely turning on the Fatui. To what end, I don't really know. I feel like they're going to be running, and I know this is like a popular or an unpopular opinion. I'm pretty sure they're running a redemption arc for Scaramouche, they've foreshadowed it already that like he was emotionally compromised in like a sympathetic or high empathy way when he was given the gnosis the first time, and it was Il Dottore who kind of got his clutches on Scaramouche that resulted in him becoming what he is today. So in the absence of that influence and being reunited with the heart he was designed to carry, we could see a very different Scaramouche. I think the writing on the wall is for that. I know there's a lot of people who are like, well, let the villains be the villains, like they can be bad guys, like, well, all the villains keep getting redeemed and all that stuff. Like, don't worry. We have a lot of other Harbingers who are not going to be redeemed. I don't think there is any redemption to be had for the Doctor. Absolutely not, because he has done some messed up stuff in the lore. He has been very involved with child sacrifice. Pretty not okay. So I don't think he's getting any kind of redemption arc. We're gonna have plenty of villain characters that are not going to be seeing any kind of redemption throughout the story. Scaramouche actually has foreshadowing for it, and if they ignore that now, I feel like it would end up being rather unsatisfying, which is also how I feel about the death of Signora as it currently stands. Is like her death seems like it means nothing unless she comes back later, which I don't want to get into it too much. I don't think it's going to be in the present day though. I'm going to leave it like that. All right, let me go back and get the boss again, because it should be up again. And hopefully it'll give me 3, and then I can just ascend him to 90 probably right afterward. All right. Some people are... I've seen a lot of chat recently where people are asking, like, maybe we should be able to play as, hey, look, more bot spam. But yeah, we should be able to play the villain characters, like, whether they're good or not, just allow us to play them. Cat's breaking stuff in here. I don't disagree with that. I would be fine with them allowing us to do that, because then characters like Dottore or Signora, if she returns for any reason, would be a pretty big deal. So yeah, I would be okay with that. This thing, come on now. Cool. All right, he's gonna die really fast again, because why wouldn't he? Cool. Dead. 3. Come on. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yes. Okay, cool. I don't have to do it again. Not the worst. Okay. Yeah, I'll hold on to that. Cool. I don't know that I got that many fire gems from this, actually, now that I'm thinking on it. Pyro gems, I should say. We'll see. I haven't done my dailies yet. I need to do that too. More bot spam. Man, the bot spam is freaking unreal tonight, isn't it? Oh, God. Absolutely horrible. Watch Hoyo make Dottore like Bondrude from Made in Abyss. I don't know what that is. Yeah, no, the bots tonight are unfreaking real, guys. I apologize for like all of the freaking bot spam we're seeing tonight for this garbage. Special thanks to Beans, who has been manning the ban hammer for me this evening. Thank you, Beans. Do you think we will get to play both Travelers? Maybe switch out which one with a skin or something? I hope we get to play as both Travelers. I did talk about it in my last stream. One of the things that I'm kind of hoping that we're going to see them do at some point in the future is give us the ability to maybe go through a portal and play through the sibling as opposed to the Traveler. So you'll get to experience the siblings' journey firsthand, maybe see parts or bits of Teyvat during the Age of the Cataclysm, and maybe firsthand see some of the characters who fought and died during the Archon, or not the Archon War, but during the Cataclysm. That is something I really hope that they do. Oh man, am I hoping they do something like that, because I think that would be pretty amazing. Because it would give us a lot of information, right? Like we'd get a lot of backfilled information on what's going on with the sibling, but we could also get to, finally see characters like Kitsune Saigu, Sasayuri, Mikoshi Chiyo, like characters from Inazuma. We could see characters like Rostam from Mondstadt. I'm having a hard time thinking of any other deep lore characters from possibly Vanessa, but I think Vanessa's alive now, so there's no reason they can't show her that now, or show her to us now. Oh my god, that sentence was just all okay. And in Liyue we have, at the very least, we have Guijon, and that would be huge as well. So, you know, allowing us to get firsthand play from the siblings' perspective, even for limited quests, will give us an opportunity to see some of these characters in the past. And it also could be how they bring Signora back into play. So, yeah. Anyways, carrying on with getting my Diluc leveled up here. Huh? Oh, apparently collected miscellany for Heizou just came out. I might want to check that out here in a minute.
I used to believe if I was to stamp out evil, I would have to walk alone in darkness. However, seeing your perseverance, I know I was wrong. Friend, I owe you my thanks.
I do think that Diluc seems to be coming around about the Traveler. That's pretty cool. All right, what are his stats at now? Okay, 65, 148, maybe a little bit too much ER. I need to continue building some of his stuff. I don't think he's in a bad spot, but he's not in like a great spot yet either. I also need to put a little bit more effort into leveling this weapon, because I do want to make this weapon 90. Let me see if I have any of the material that I need for that. I might not though. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have enough to do anything substantial with it, because I need a lot more than what I have, and they are farmed tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna have to work on that tomorrow. Bondred is a researcher who holds no moral limits in his research, using orphan children as lab rats who often die in his experiment, but while he is emotionless and only seeks, I think, progress, he truly understands human emotions, and he loves and cares for his lab rats. That's kind of complicated. Huh. It's kind of messed up. Do you wish Monstadt characters get a bit more events and lore, especially the 5 starters and Venti? Yes. Here's the thing though, and again, another thing that's going to be coming up in my upcoming video. I think the starters, or at least 2 of them, are going to get a larger part or a larger bit of screen time in 3.0 and forward, because 2 of our starters have connections to Sumeru. One of them being Amber through Kale, and the other being Lisa because she spent a lot of time in Sumeru. So they could finally give us some backstory on why Lisa abandoned her original path. You know, like she was pursuing being, you know, like a powerful mage and scholar in Sumeru, and just abandoned that to go and be a lazy, sleepy, you know, librarian in Monstadt after witnessing something. She kind of had an epiphany moment and just abandoned that path after she pretty much just put her hand out and was like, I would like a vision, please. And then she just got one. So like seeing that a lot of other people go through hardship to get one, she was kind of a little bit like, that's not okay. That shouldn't have happened. So she kind of got scared off the path, which might have been, you know, like the gods kind of prodding her off that path. Even they may have known that would be her reaction, but we have a lot more to learn about her. So I do think we're going to see a lot about Lisa in 3.0 and forward. Kaya needs screen time. Kaya is going to be probably the most important of the starter characters because he's Conrian. We don't know a whole lot about him at all, other than the fact that he was sent to Monstadt as a Conrian spy to infiltrate the Ragenvinder family. To what end, we don't know. Whether or not he's still pursuing that path, we don't even really properly understand. We know that, you know, he and Diluc are kind of at odds, but, you know, Diluc isn't necessarily looking at him as a threat anymore. So you got to think maybe it's like Mona says in her voice line, Kaya thinks he made a clean break. But her whole line also takes time to foreshadow the fact that he has not, and that he is going to be forced to make a choice at some point in the future.
Be careful.
And then that brings me to this question that's on the screen now, which is by Cesar, who asks, is Piero Kaya's dad? We don't know, but maybe. I do think there is at least a possibility that he could be Kaya's father. Now, I don't necessarily want to just be like, well, obviously every Conrian who's old has to be Kaya's dad, right? Like, we just don't have a lot of other people who could fit that role right now, but we do know that his father is supposedly alive and out there somewhere. We don't really know. Very possible, though. I'm not going to say it's impossible. All right, so yeah, I need to actually continue leveling the talents on Diluc too, because his talents are severely underleveled. Oh, those are today. Oh, okay. Well, let me go shoot over there real quick too while I'm at it. At Teyvat Historia, I bet we will go to Lisa and Diluc before embarking to Sumeru, getting vital information from them. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that the Traveler is going to be going to Sumeru without consulting Lisa. I will be very surprised if they choose to take that route. I really will. I don't remember what kind of enemies are in this one. I feel like they're cryo, aren't they? This party's going to be stupid for them. Like, all right, I like suffering. I'll see if it works. We'll see. Because of erosion, she's like over 200 years old. Who are you talking about? I think I'm missing part of a conversation on that. Mon characters are the most lore relevant. I feel like Monstadt characters definitely are going to be the most like deep lore relevant as the story progresses, for sure. They have the most like roots to the long arcing story established, and that's probably because they were, you know, probably some of the very first characters developed for the game as a whole. So that can't be accidental, right? Alright, well, let's see if I can get enough energy to get Yelan a burst really quick too, so that I'm not wasting this extra burst. Come on. This is gonna be weird. Right? And we'll just throw this from out here. That didn't really go the way I wanted it to. That's fine too, whatever. Oh, come on. I have no stam right now. I'm just gonna get freaking crapped on here. Alright. This is weird. I knew this was gonna be weird with this party. Not really an ideal group for this. Oh, come on with this. Oh, of course you freeze me. I hate these guys so much. You can just knock this crap off, man. Let's see how fast I can pop a bubble with a bunch of hydro. Probably not that fast. Alright, Diluc time. I'll die really fast now that that's down, though. Yeah, I knew that would go pretty quick. Just throw what I can at him. It's not going to be super effective. Alright. More Diluc. We'll probably circle back to Monstadt like the way we do with Leela. I agree. We are definitely going to be circling back to Monstadt for something at some point. Like, there's no doubt in my mind about that. I do need to swap parties if I'm going to be doing this more. Because that was horrible. This is not a great party for this. Yeah, I got fragiles I can use for this. Not a big deal. Official is Isekai? I don't know who that is. I mean, he has darker skin than every other Harbinger, just like Kaya. I don't think that's a coincidence. I can't say that I noticed that, but I mean, he's often in the shadows in a lot of that trailer, so I don't know. I can't say that I noticed that, but oh, let me restart. I'm gonna change this party. But that might be worth a second look. I kind of just took him as in the shadows, but yeah, I mean that very well could be intentional. If that is a thing, I need to go and like actually focus on that. I stayed pretty homed in on his eyes, because they're quite clearly Conrian. But yeah, is Chi-Chi where to get more story importance? How would that happen? Oh, if Chi-Chi were to get more story importance, well, I mean, I feel like, you know, because Chi-Chi was accidentally killed by the Yakshas, I feel like that would be like the obvious kind of segue into that. Like who killed Chi-Chi, murder mystery kind of thing, you know, like Zhao sees Chi-Chi in the street and he's like, oh shit, I killed her or something, you know, like he's just trying to avoid her. Just you know, hard times for Xiao because he accidentally killed a child. That would be a problem. So I don't know. That's kind of how I feel like Chi-Chi could gain some story relevance. It's just some kind of interesting story crossover with Chi-Chi, a character that he is probably responsible for killing. We don't know that it was Xiao, but it was probably Xiao. He seems like he's done some accidental goofy things that he'd probably not, you know, rather not talk about. Yeah, that was a lot better than the other group. Let's see. I bet we'll go. Oh, I already saw that. Okay, I already saw that too. I'm trying to check the chats in both here, making sure. Baiju in Sumeru might bring Chi-Chi along, to be honest. That's possible. He could. That's assuming that we do see Baiju in Sumeru. We're not guaranteed to see him there. Just because he is a Dendro character does not necessarily mean that we will see him in Sumeru. He's from Liyue, supposedly. He dresses like he's from Liyue, but he is Dendro. The fact that Dendro is finally coming out, though, is a good indication that we will probably finally get him as a playable character and actually have a story quest and or also more involvement from Baiju in the story, which is great. So there's that. You know what's funny? The two oldest Archons who have the most knowledge about previous history are also the first ones we met mirrored Monstadt characters being important to the lore. Yeah, that's also true. They, you know, Zhongli and Venti are definitely the oldest and most experienced of the Archons, although A is just as old. She's just not as experienced as an Archon outright. You know, she's kind of having to find her way as an Archon because really, she left the puppet to do that for so long that she's basically kind of new at the job. Like, A is only really just starting her tenure as an Archon, really, because she hadn't really done the job before now. So it's a whole new world for her. Passing on 2.8 summon luck. Nice. Yeah. You know, if anybody needs it, absorb that luck. Go roll for Heizou now if you haven't already. I did fortunately pull Heizou after only 10, which like never happens for me. So that was like literally 1 10 pull, like literally never ever happens for me. So that was pretty cool. Can't wait to get off work so I can play Genshin. Nice. Fortunately, like I say this weirdly, the servers didn't come up until after I got home from work today, so that was good. Sometimes, you know, these patches like they come up at like kind of inconsistent times, you know, like it's supposed to be 10, but sometimes they come up early, that kind of thing, and then like I'm not even home from work yet. Just kind of frustrating and just like waiting. It can be bad. So I can identify it. Okay, this is not okay. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, I did swap before. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to swap before that messed up everything, but I did. Get out of that little circle of death he was trying to lock me into. Nah, you can knock that crap off too. Just give that energy right back to Xiangling. Ah, nice. I did give her more. Nice. Was the fake or at least the substitute? Wait, what? I thought Kusanali. No. So Lesser Lord Kusanali has not been confirmed to be any kind of a fake Archon. I believe like the idea of like the Lesser Lord thing is because she's small. You know, she's you know, one of the small characters. So I think that was the idea behind that. Like she's going to be, you know, diminutive in stature. So I think that was the idea between the whole, you know, Lesser Lord Kusanali thing. Not that she's a fake Archon, although who knows, she could be. But I don't think that that's what I don't think that's what they were actually going for there. All right, small person, big. Yeah, small person, big Archon. I do feel like, yeah, that was the whole thing, and it's supposed to be seen as a term of endearment, right? Like that's what Miko said. Like they call her that, but it's out of like, you know, love. Like Sumeru loves their Archon. And if you've watched my Edge of Calamity video, you know, like Kusanali is the god of wisdom, right? So like she's supposed to have the wisdom to know when to pursue foolishness, and that's what supposedly, you know, that's what Daneslip said is happening in Sumeru, is that they are, you know, they have a pursuit of folly and the Archon does nothing to prevent it. She knows that they need to prevent something. So that's you know, what I believe is going on there. I wonder when we'll get to know more about Varka. So yeah, and this is one of the reasons why I think we're definitely going to see the story circle back to Monstadt, like we were talking about earlier, is because they have to, in order to incorporate Varka in the story at some point. He has been built up, you know, to be a very powerful character, you know, like a very noteworthy figure in Mondstadt's, you know, history and power. So, you know, it'll be, you know, very unusual if he doesn't show up before too much longer, right? So, I think we'll be seeing him. I hope we see Varka by Fontaine. I don't think we're going to see him during the 3.0 patches, but we could during the 4s. And that's only because I expect we're going to be seeing Alice by that time. And I kind of have always, even though we don't have anything to like suggest that they have any kind of involvement with each other, I've kind of always thrown them in like the same heap together, where I kind of suspect we're going to be seeing those two characters come up at the same time. Because Alice is, you know, keeping herself busy with something right now. And so is Varka, and that's why, you know, he took the majority of the Knights of Favonius away. So we'll see. Segment question mark. Wait, could the Dendro Archon have segments like Dotori? Okay, so yeah, that would be the like the idea of like, do you think that Lesser Lord Kusanali could have clones? Segment is the word that they're using for Dotore's different aged clones, because he has clones of himself at various ages, as was revealed to us by Childe's voice line about Il Dottore. All right, let's see. Only going to refresh all of this one more time, I think, and then check and see if I have enough books to at least get, you know, some 8s on my Diluc finally, because that's kind of what I was going for here, is just to get 8s. Oh, come on. Actually, I did that slightly out of order anyways, so that it did allow me to snapshot my Xiangling properly again, which I'm fine with. And nice.
Now you shall perish.
The fool that pursued their folly will eventually become wise from it. Well, I think in this instance, it's, you know, that the folly is, you know, knowingly what's saving Sumeru from destruction. Because I think that, you know, the scholars of Sumeru may have been onto the thing that destroyed Conria. And if they were to learn it too, they would just be the next, you know, the next destroyed nation of, you know, of Teyvat. Because there's a long history of nations discovering too much, you know, learning something they weren't supposed to know, and then they're just erased from the map forever. Do I think Jean has a bigger role to play in the main story, and not only to Monstadt or just to Monstadt lore? I do think that Jean's going to come into play at some point. I think that Mondstadt's going to play a big role in the game's later arc, in terms of whatever it is that Celestia and the Fatui are doing. And I think that's when Varka's going to come back. So whenever, you know, all of that stuff comes to, you know, comes to a head, I think that that's when we're going to see some of Jean's, like, biggest plays come. And I suspect, honestly, like, Varka's not going to just, like, show up and, like, okay, I'm going to take the Knights back over now, Jean, sit down. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that, you know, the way they've built up Varka is that he very much respects Jean and chose her because he knew that she would probably be better at the job than he is. So I think, you know, even if he shows up, like, he'll come back to help Monstadt, but he won't necessarily. I think if anything, you know, we'll see the end of acting Grandmaster Jean and just straight up Grandmaster Jean at that point. I could see that being her role. Now, whether or not that could be as a result of, you know, an off-screen death for a character like Varka or something, I would hope not. Like, they've built up way too much extended lore for Varka for him to be, you know, killed off-screen to make her the Grandmaster. That would be, well, that would be crap, right? Like, I don't think anybody would like that. I don't think anybody wants that to happen in the story. return to Monstadt before the trip to Snezhnaya? Probably. Probably like right before. Monstadt political pressure. Yeah, they've got a lot going on over there for sure. Mondstadt's been under political pressure from the Fatui for quite some time. But the Fatui also have it made on, at least not on screen, nearly as large of plays against Mondstadt as they have with Inazuma and Liyue, right? Because in Liyue, they pretty much raided, they brought the Fatui as a complete army to join the raid that Osile was bringing against Liyue, and Childe tried to steal the Gnosis of the Geo Archon from the Exuvia, but that was kind of a secondary kind of thing that the people weren't necessarily even aware of, so that had low impact in the public's eye anyways. But what didn't have low impact was the Fatui joining the battle to help Osile destroy Liyue Harbor. And then also, obviously, the Fatui had a major involvement with the production of the production and distribution of the delusions, which helped Watatsumi soldiers kill Inazuman soldiers, but also hurt the Watatsumi Island soldiers at the same time. So there's a lot of animosity in Inazuma about the Fatui now as well. So in Mondstadt, Signora showed up and took the took Venti's Gnosis, but again, that has low public impact. Most people don't know that Venti's the Animo Archon. Only people like Jean or the Traveler, probably Amber, and a few other people know that Venti is the Animo Archon. Most do not know that. Adepti have a grudge against Fatui. Yes. Baiju possible 5-star. I will be very surprised if Baiju is not a 5-star. I feel like at this point, with the amount of hype that's been behind that character finally being released, over the last 2 years. Because keep in mind, he showed up for the first time in the 1.0 storyline. Baiju has been a known character in this game for 2 years. And he's still not playable. So, do with that with what you will. But Kamisato Ayaka was also a very highly sought after character after only 9 months of waiting for that character. Like, everybody knew that she was in the betas. There was video and stuff out there about her. The art was known for the character. We didn't even have any story involvement for that character, but she had massive hype built up behind her. And boy, she didn't let anybody down with the hype either, right? Because, Ayaka is one of the best characters in the game. But Baiju has had 2 years to build that hype. So we'll see. How many Dendro 4-stars do we get? We don't really know. I mean, it looks like, once the Dendro characters start arriving, we're going to be seeing a lot of them right away, though. I think that was the book I needed, right? Yeah. Let me check. Oh, I'm on the wrong party. Baiju will be 10-star. Something like that. I'm just realizing, like, this party that I have for this Hydro party I have going on right now, because Jean is in, her summer costume from last year. It's very, like, monochromatic. It's all one color, and then there's Diluc over here, who's just, like, very bright red by contrast to everything. Kind of cool. All right, what was I trying to do? Oh yeah, skills. So I'd like to, okay, I need to enhance that. I don't. Yeah, okay, I can hit that one once at least, and then I'll push everything else to the right. Actually, I should make this. I'm gonna do this first. I should have a bunch of green books that I can use to push some skills right as well, but I need to do that first. Would I consider Dendro Traveler a 4-star since most of the Traveler's kits are lacking? Yes, I would. So oh boy, I have a little bit of a complicated opinion with the Traveler's kits and stuff. Like, they have the Traveler's icon colored as a 5-star. but it's not a 5-star character. It's not. In fact, if you go and you look at how the travelers stats actually increase, their attack stats do increase like a 5-star character, but their HP stats, their defense stats do not. They increase at the same rate as a 4-star. So really, they're more like a 4.5 star. And then all of their kits are usually kind of a watered down version of what you get from the Archon of that respective element, right? Like the Animal Archon has like the little tornado thing that gathers up enemies and moves forward, whereas Ventis is much larger and drags everything into it and holds them in a single spot. Much more useful. Geo Traveler can build Geo Constructs, and that's kind of it. And then Zhongli can build Geo Constructs, but also generate shields that then turn other constructs into weapons, which is really, really, really useful. So again, you know, the Traveler is doing what the Archon does, but not nearly as well, because he also doesn't generate any really good shields. Electro Traveler basically is just an ER battery, which is something that some people use A for, but I mean, God, she can do so much more. Why would you relegate her to that task? So there's that. C3, I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm still alive, although I have been up for a long, long time, and I probably am going to be going to bed here soon. Yeah, I'm alive. Is there a boss in the new archipelago? I don't know. I haven't gone there yet. I'm going to probably go there tomorrow sometime. Oh, I was actually I got onto a tangent. I was going to go like craft some books here. All right, there we go. It's like 6 in the morning for me. So yeah, it is. It's almost 1 a.m. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm gonna probably you know, get out of here like very, very soon. Yeah, the Golden Apple Archipelago, I don't know if it's even open yet. I haven't honestly tried yet. But yeah, I started an hour and a half ago, so yeah, they're right about that. I haven't been on that long. Yeah, I've been on an hour and a half, but yeah, I am gonna more than likely close things up soon just because tired. Yes, Diluc skin. It's awesome. How could I not? My day 10 times better already. Sadly, you know, you got on and I'm like literally gonna be leaving soon, but yeah, I'm glad you're here. Glad you made it. Yeah, like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow still too, so I can't be staying up too much later. I thought I was gonna have, oh, that's why. Wait, what? Did I use really that many of them for that? Dang. Yay. I definitely am gonna need to run more of that. My Genshin is still loading, sad face. Yo, C3, you Discord. Oh, you guys over there talking about me behind my back? No, it's not okay. No secrets. Diluc's skin is so magnificent. Good word choice. I agree. It is really cool. I definitely agree. God dang it. I can't quite level it to 10 yet. Of course I can't. Typical. All right, let's see. Wait, does this start now? 7:15. Okay, so no, that one doesn't start for a couple days. Resonating visions for her. Okay, so this also starts in a couple days. Man, I can't wait for that one too, because I think that Fischl's new skin is pretty slick as well. Really cool stuff. Very much looking forward to all of that. Okay, so it looks like right now all we have is Kazua's questline, which we might have to do in order to get access to the Golden Apple Archipelago, but I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I need to go do my dailies really quick, and after that I'm probably going to start wrapping things up. Because I do need to knock those out. I can't let those just sit there. Ooh, I need to swap my party up. Because right now I've got characters who aren't going to get anything. Because, yeah, like, I think Yelan's the only one who's not 10 in this group right now. Yeah, so let me swap up some of the characters in the group right now. I'm going to leave Diluc in the party just because I want to. But then the other characters that I've been throwing in the party right now to level up the friendship level are Kuki and Miko.
Since you asked,
because they're both not level 10 yet. I think Kuki is, what? Yeah, she's 4. Miko's actually almost 10. Getting close. Let me get some heals going here. I wish it were just a little bit punchier. I feel like that's less healing than she used to give me. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like I've gotten better healing from her in the past. What is going on with that? What's with your healing right now? Do better. I need to go and farm some of those too at some point. Let's see. Maybe I just don't see it because I hang in members chat. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, so dailies. Where's the first one? Okay, that one's behind me. Let me go knock this thing out real quick. Hi, yes. Am I streaming early tomorrow? Yes, I will be streaming early tomorrow. So my plan is pretty much to get up at a reasonable time, and then probably about an hour after I wake up, I'll probably get on and start streaming. So I expect to start streaming by about 10, and I'll probably do an hour or two again in the morning. Not as many like long form streams, not like these 3-4 hour streams. I just don't have time to do that right now. I got a lot going on with, like I said, you know, the cosplay stuff going on, and I also have a lot of you know, things going on with work and all that, and yeah, life's kind of crazy right now. TH, did I finish building the new PC? No, I haven't finished doing that yet. The finances just aren't there right now for me to drop an extra $1,000 on a processor and RAM in order to complete the 12900K build right now. So I've got the motherboard for it, I've got a new cooler for it, and since I was able to snatch up a 3090 at MSRP, I did do that because honestly, my graphics card was one of the things that actually did constantly. I had a 2080 Super before, which is a good graphics card for gaming, but it's not a great graphics card for content creation. It's not. It has very low overhead in terms of VRAM, which results in rendering times being really slow and just a lot of chugging and slowness while you're editing, which the 3090 completely smoothed out. Honestly, I have found that ever since I bought the 3090, like my editing time on videos was cut down by several hours, just like because every little thing you do would have a little bit of loading time, and that loading time was basically cut from several seconds to almost instantaneous. And so every little change I make now was just instant instead of me doing it and then waiting for it. So it did dramatically speed up you know, a lot of that for me, which was really, really nice. But no, I haven't finished building the rest of the system yet. I'm still waiting for the finances to be square for me to do that. Okay, let's see. Pulling for Heizou right now. Hey, good luck. I did manage to get mine in only one 10 pull, and then I just stopped because I wasn't trying to go crazy or anything. I do have 40 rolls built up towards pity, so when 3.0 comes out, whoever our first Dendro 5-star unit is, I am very excited to see what happens there. You had to wail for Kazuha, but it paid off at least. I got him with your first 10 pull after buying gems. So now I have some extra for Sumeru. Nice. So for those of you who do not have Kazuha, there's not a lot of characters in this game that I would consider to be a nearly, like, basically an objective must roll. He is, however, one of them. Kazuha is a game changer for basically every party you can put him in. He is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. He just makes every party he's in better, and he's just fun. His mechanics are fun. He's a great character all around. One of the best characters. You will not have like a oh god, I wasted my money on this character moment with Kazuha. You will not. If you enjoy elemental based parties, he will make them better. He really will. One of the only must roll characters in the game, honestly. You know, a long time ago, I would have said, you know, characters like Zhongli or Albedo would be must rolls. I don't even think that in the current meta, they're a must roll anymore. They're good, don't get me wrong. Zhongli's amazing. Albedo can be really good in the right party, especially if you pair him with characters like Ito or Zhongli, things like that. But I don't think they're must-roll characters. I really don't. Unless you're planning... Like, Zhongli, there's an argument to be made if you're trying to make a Ganyu party that you definitely want Zhongli. And at which point, then he might be considered a must-roll for you. But just about every non-Ganyu party can benefit from Kazuha. So, yeah. Alright, let me just sabotage this thing outright. I'm just gonna go straight to Yelan's burst and get this thing out of here before it gets away from me. Bye. Easy. One more. Heizou is home. Hey, Karat C3. Nice. I like it. Endazia? Xiangling is God. Xiangling is really, really good. I still harbor some internal shame at like how long it took me to build that character, because I didn't see, like, I found Guoba's like AI to be so like, I have a long standing, what's the word choice I have, just like bias against like bad AI for pets in online games, based on, you know, my time playing Lineage 2. Like, the summoners in that game, the AI was so bad on the pets. It was so bad. So like any characters in games that have, you know, like little pets that you can toss out, I kind of just throw them into that same category. And Guoba is very much still in that like not very smart category, because he doesn't move. I wish he moved. He doesn't move. He just turns to whatever enemy, but if there's none close enough, then you effectively don't get use out of him. However, who gives a shit if Guoba's not good, because Pyronado is ridiculous. So yeah, that is kind of the takeaway on that. Xiangling is like god tier character. Like, you know, I've come a long way in terms of my realization of like tier ranking for that character. Oh my god, because she's definitely an S rank character in my book. But that would definitely you know, be different from my original opinion, which was basically that Guoba's annoying and I don't want to play this character ever because of it. And then I figured out, you know, what that character's real value was. Off-screen pyro damage en masse, because she does a ton of damage. She just does. Alright, nice. Okay, getting a lot of electro damage down here for this Yelan burst at least. Get out of here with this. Where is this enemy? Oh, he's sitting above my head. Not okay. Wonder what will happen if Dendro plus Animo. I mean, I'm pretty sure probably just the same thing as anything else. You'll just get swirl reactions. Well, maybe not. I think it is actually. I think the Dendro maps do show it as, you know, being part of like the main circle of like, you know, Pyro, and Hydro reactions. So in theory, it shouldn't work like, you know, Geo, where it doesn't swirl. You would think it would swirl. So we'll see. I'd imagine, you know, you'll at the very least be able to, you know, increase output for Dendro characters using things like Viridescent Venerer and stuff from swirl. I would imagine. Yeah, everyone hates on her because of Guoba. I mean, listen, like, yes, you can hate on Guoba because Guoba's not very good. And I mean, Guoba can do decent damage. He's not very smart, so it's really easy to waste the skill. But her burst is ridiculous. So really, like, Guoba's not the focus, right? Like, who cares that Guoba's not very good? It just doesn't matter. I got hung up on Guoba for a long time about, you know, him not being very good, but it just, like I said, it just did not matter. It just didn't. I was focusing on the wrong thing. Got hung up in something that was, you know, irrelevant. As a Xiangling main, it causes me pain. Oof. Dendro plus Animo will be a swirl. Just find Dendro slime to check or something. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would kind of make sense.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is
Happy
your
Klee noises for Dendro. Yeah, you know, I do think that if they play their cards right, Klee could actually be a lot more useful in like this whole new like Dendro world. I'll be very curious to see, you know, how some of the older non-meta characters may find new footing in the meta with the addition of an entirely new element. Listen, guys, like, I don't know if you guys really have taken the time to stop and consider this, but the meta as we know it will change with the addition of an entirely new element. There's a 0% chance that it just stays the same. This is not going to happen. We're going to have a whole new element. The Spiral Abyss is going to introduce all kinds of mechanics that are probably going to encourage us to be using them as well. The meta is definitely going to change, so we definitely are going to need to prepare for that. We're going to be needing to get all kinds of new artifacts for these characters. There's going to probably be new artifact domains. There's definitely going to be new artifact domains for those characters, so you're going to be in there doing that stuff. We're going to have all new party combinations that we can be building that we had never considered before because we didn't have access to these characters. So there's going to be a lot of changes there. You're scared you're going to lose her 50-50. Wait, Guoba does 4K per hit for me. Who are you talking about? I'm not sure if I know who you're talking about. Are you talking about Kusanali? Guoba, aka Mr. God of Stoves, is his own character. Remember, he is separate from Xiangling. That is true. He is his own character, as they established, I think, in the 2.3. I think it was 2.3 or 2.4. I think it was 2.3. Been a little while. All right, dailies are done. So thanks for being here tonight, guys. I am gonna go ahead and take off. I need to get to sleep because I gotta get back up tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming again in the morning. So right now my tentative plan is to start my stream around 10 a.m. tomorrow. So if you're still around, I would love to see you here. I'm going to be probably continuing on just with more 2.8 content. I'll still be more than happy to get into lore discussions because that's the thing I'm passionate about with Genshin Impact. Yes, I know how to build characters. I have every character in the game. I've built most of them. So I'm more than happy to talk about that stuff as well, but lore is where my passion for the game really is. So I'm always happy to answer those questions. Thanks for being here. I'm going to be streaming again, like I said, in about 9 hours from now. So in case you were wondering when, about 9 hours from now. Yeah. So I'll see. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video on the way out. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Have a great night, guys.
Every course of action has its risks.